I mean, if you want to go first, that's fine with me.
It's fun time.
Muslims, and I think Muslim women especially, because the oppression of women is kind of the dog whistle that these folks use to justify a lot of the really violent rhetoric against Islam. To have people to have Muslim women in the forefront, is an incredible way to counter that narrative.
Throughout my community work that I've done and the activism work that I've done, I've always tried to have an intersectional approach to things. And I think that is one of the biggest objectives of Muslim Women for, is to be really intersectional with our work, to cater to different populations and different communities in the way that we can and with the capacity that we can, and to also kind of bring in Muslim women or women of color to lead in our spaces, and also men as well, but we really do want Muslim women to contribute and to be part of our spaces and to lead it and facilitate it and design it as well.
I would say one of the big things that we try to do is be good listeners. The three of us, we're only three Muslim women. We don't hold every identity that's out there, but we want to make sure that our work is accessible to all identities. So being aware and being active and finding out how can our work reach different groups that maybe we don't identify as. How can we make sure that we're being respectful of all groups and inclusive of all groups? We really do our research and make sure that we are following those steps to be sure that everyone feels included and welcomed in our spaces. So being a good listener, just doing our research is part of the process that's important to me.
So we started Muslim Women for out of a need. We felt that whether it was Muslim spaces or whether it was community spaces or educational spaces, we as Muslim women weren't being represented. And the dialogue was always catered to the male experience. And in Muslim communities and in Muslim spaces, it was catered towards the Muslim male experience. And so we started the organization out of a need to have ourselves represented. And that manifested into Muslim Women for. And I think it would be great, it would be awesome if Muslim Women for had additional chapters in other cities or other places around the world, but Muslim Women for isn't about us. And so to me, it doesn't matter if Muslim Women for goes past Raleigh, North Carolina, but I hope that our work reaches people so that if someone across the world is inspired by what we do, I hope that they will use our work as a blueprint and hopefully either create another chapter or continue our work or start their own organization or just kind of move us forward into speaking and catering towards women and more explicitly also catering towards Muslim women and building those leadership skills in girls and in young women. That's kind of the whole point of Muslim Women for.
Understand where you live, what their demographics are, what your community's issues are, what are people talking about, what do they care about and what do they need, and also for your own community and your own identities, learn about the history of your people. It can relax you and it can give you that motivation to be involved in whatever way you want to be. You might not feel that comfortable or that ready to be an activist. Or just get on the ground and do groundwork or stuff like that. But find out what within your capacity you can do that is moving forward and moving towards dismantling these systems of oppression.
Just educating yourself and having those facts in your back pocket, because a lot of times our ethics, just our morals, will automatically put us to one side of an issue, but when we actually do the research behind it and we can back up what we say, it makes us feel a lot more confident, which goes a long way when you're advocating for a group. And those facts go a long way when you're talking to someone who opposes you.
Like, you don't always have to act. You know what I mean? You just existing in this space is resistance enough.
Right.
it.